Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this CTFO Zoom event. My name is Adam Levy. Glad you could join us tonight. We've got a great special guest on. Our National Marketing Director, David D'Arcangelo, will be joining us momentarily. Before we get going, though, I do want to let everybody know that coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, none other than 100K Cowboy Doug Glaze will be giving the presentation at 9 p.m. at ctfowebinar.com. If you've got guests, plug them in. I'm pretty sure that Cowboy beat everybody's time land speed record on this and got it done really, really quick. It's going to be awesome tonight at 9 p.m., so don't miss that. As we get going here, we've got some testimonies, one which I really wanted to hear from, and see if we can raise Bill. Bill, are you out there?
I'm here. How are you tonight?
I'm great, Bill. I heard your story a week or so ago and really inspiring. And I know it's about Xantho Mist, but maybe you can share what's happened for you and let everybody know what's going on.
As soon as we can get Cowboy into a TSU color scheme instead of that IO color scheme, we'll be all right. But yeah, doing okay. The Xantho Mist has been exceptional for me. I have unfortunately I have CML, or chronic myeloid leukemia, and I've had it now for a number of years. And the numbers, the white blood cells, have always been sketchy at best. They run up into the 80 and 90,000s, and they run as low as 40,000. So I've been on a chemo medicine called Glyvec for going on 4 years now. It has been instrumental in me being how I am today. However, when Cowboy introduced me to everything that CTFO's got going on, we started taking this. And before I put anything in my body, I always get permission from my oncologist, my internist, my PA, to be sure that, I'm not stretching any boundaries. All of my doctors have said, do not get off of this product. And to the point where my white blood numbers are down into the lower 40,000s, which is significant in my ability to do a lot of things. So building back strength, building back, not sleeping for 12 hours or more per day, because, cancer is a tough word. And when you get it and you hear it, it scares the out of you, and you go from there. It's better not to sit on the sidelines, and with this product and with that, I'm not making a claim to say it is the cure, is it, because nobody can make that claim. But my ability to feel better, my ability to be able to do things that I wasn't able to do a very short time ago, has made me appreciate a heck of a lot more what's going on.
Bill, that is amazing. Congratulations on that success that you're having. Tell us, how long have you been on the Xantho Mist?
Working on 3 months now, 3.5 months, and the numbers have progressively gone down. I unfortunately visit my Dracula friend frequently, and she has said your numbers are progressively going down. In addition to the Glyvec and the chemo they take, it is absolutely making a difference.
Wow. Well, that's absolutely amazing. I see you, Dave, not shaking your head, and this is really why we're here and why we do what we do, is because these products really make life-altering changes in people's lives, and not people that like yourself, who have a really significant condition that you're trying to handle, but in everyday life as well. And it brings us to our national marketing director, who's responsible for bringing products like Xantho Mist and Glue Mist to the table, and that's David D'Arcangelo. David, what do you think of that testimony?
I think that's absolutely amazing. It gives you confidence and faith in the product, the system, the company, the team. I think it's just absolutely fantastic, and I'm really happy for you and everybody else who's getting benefits.
Well, we're going to get
Thank
right into it, Dave. Thanks for joining us. I know you're busy. You're, in the lab, not really in the lab, but in the background,
Yeah,
putting together things and
yeah,
and really working on all the incredible things in the pipeline that we get to go out and market and change people's lives with. Xanthomist has been an incredible launch for us about a year ago, bringing us now to Glutamist, which just happened. Oh, let's just call it a month ago,
yeah.
and they're very different products, but they have some overlap. And I hear you talk about how one of them takes care of the inside of the cell, the other one takes care of the outside of the cell. Can you talk a little bit about that and how these two things play off of each other?
Yeah, thank you, Adam, and hi everybody. Yeah, it's let's just look at these. This is two products that you twist and mist onto the soft tissue of your mouth, and there's almost nothing to swallow because it goes right through and into your body. It's, I mean, how, when's the last time you bought a supplement product where they said that?
Right. Exactly.
I mean, talk about, bioavailability, getting what you're paying for, and you just the into the cell. So when I say intracellular, the glutamist, I was talking to Dr. Templeton one day, and I said, Doc, where the synergy between the two, I read some things, and I said, what's your input? He said, Dave, one of them works in the cell. It's hard to get in the cell. They don't, the cell doesn't let anything in that's harmful. So there's the guard there. The reason the glutamist gets in is because it's encapsulated. It wouldn't get in if it was just glutathione. It's encapsulated in a lipid. The cell loves the lipid. It knows it's safe. It comes and it lets it through. The lipids peel off, the glutathione goes in, and that's how it works intracellularly. So it right there. And for the most part, Xanthomist, same delivery, same instant access, but it works extracellularly, right? Which is the opposite of intracellular, works outside the cell. And there's some crossover there back and forth, but it was a great way to describe it: inside the cell, outside of the cell. So as in the Super Saturday, when I was holding up the glutamist, and once you do your presentation, talk to your people, whether it's on the phone or in person or whatever, and they're going to purchase it, and you do the 60-day money back guarantee. Once they purchase it, it's like it's like McDonald's, right? With the old saying is, once they got you there, then they say, and they get to the register, they're going to ring you up. They go, would you like French fries with that shake? Right.
Exactly.
So intracellularly, why do you know do you have protection for outside the cell? Well, of course I don't. Well, that's why we made Xanthomist. So that's it, Adam.
Well, that's brilliant, Dave. Appreciate that, and for clearing that up for a lot of people. A lot of people don't know your background so much, but you've got a friend, Mark Victor Hansen, who is famous for the Chicken Soup for the Soul
Yeah.
books, and you were a big part of the marketing behind that had that be so successful. You told a story just recently on a recent webinar about introducing him to Glutamist. Can you tell us a little bit how that went
Yeah. Yeah.
and what he's thinking?
Yeah, and on the book thing, I didn't participate in the book sales. I mean, we showcase Mark at certain times because he's so impactful and powerful. But 500 million books, Guinness Book of World Records. I was on a webinar with him earlier this afternoon, but yeah, I sent him Xanthomist, and then he said, well, Glutamist. I sent him Glutamist, and I had sent him Xanthomist before, so I sent him Glutamist this time. And him and his wife Crystal are absolutely wonderful people. They're really super healthy. Mark's 76 years old, going on like 52. And if you listen to him, he goes, "Yeah, I'm 76. I'm going to go to 120 with more time for good behavior," which so love it. Great attitude, and I think for all of us right here, sleep, great attitude, the way you handle the stressors in life, and hopefully these products can help you through some of that as well.
Well, certainly looking forward to living to at least 100. 120 sounds good too, especially if you've got the quality of life. And of course, you
Yeah,
can afford to live that long. That's
yeah,
important too, right?
yeah,
You talk a lot about our cellular nutrition blend, glutathione cellular nutrition blend. Isn't that portion of what we have beyond the lipid technology
yeah.
and the pharmaceutical grade, high
Yep.
quality glutathione? Isn't that the thing that really separates us from anything else that's on the market that is not a precursor, right? Precursors, we blow them away. But if there's a glutathione product out there, like
Yeah.
even an IV drip, for instance, I
Right.
mean, isn't that what really separates us?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things. I mean, real, true pharmaceutical grade, medical grade glutathione, that's true nano size. There's all kinds of tricks they play. True nano size. When you mist it onto this, I mean, the mister, just keep the mister as big. It's as big as anything because the molecules are so small and encapsulated in the lipid, soft tissue of the mouth goes right through. So what's the other differentiator? The other differentiator is the cellular nutrition blend. So if you look at an unhealthy cell, and if you were on the Super Saturday, I had a picture of an unhealthy cell and a healthy cell. If you haven't seen it, just think of like a tired old cell that that needs a cane to get around your body, and then you got a healthy cell. So you have to, if your body's under attack and the cells are under attack all the time with free radicals because of the stresses in your life, the food we eat, etc., the preservatives, even when you go exercise, your body creates free radicals. So that's when it starts bouncing off your cells, and you have to heal the cell. So the cellular nutrition blend, minerals, metals, enzymes, and sugars, and not sugar like you're thinking about, where glucose we're talking about. Those four things are critical, and it helps the cell heal. So now you have a healthy cell. So an unhealthy cell is lack of energy, you're dragging. We've all felt like that after a long night or a couple of days, or you didn't sleep or whatever. And so you need to heal the cell so the glutathione can come in and do its real job. And so that's really the biggest thing there. It is critical. It is different. Nobody else is doing it. The only ones in the world right now that we know from looking all around the internet have put that formula together as CTFO.
Well, you're doing an amazing job of keeping us out in front, and I really appreciate that, David, from a marketing standpoint, to be able to be
Yeah.
the only ones that have something quite like this, and to have such a wide audience. That's the thing that I love about this. I was chatting with somebody earlier today, and they had posted a question. It was somebody I had gone to high school with. They posted a question about CBD for pain, and this person was not involved with CTFO, so I hit him back and we started talking. I did a direct message, and it got around to glutamist. And whereas, the pain thing, that's an issue. People trying to fight aging, that's something that we can all relate to. And we're not going into old age without kicking and screaming. So we appreciate everything that you've done with that. So Dave, here's what I want to ask you though, because this is important. With Xanthomist is a superfruit, right? It's the queen of all
Right.
fruits. People were, they saturate with this. They're doing 5 a day, 10 a day, 15 a day. I think I asked Bill how many he was doing. He was doing 15 mists a day to handle the issue that he was dealing with. And glutamist, on the other hand, is not a superfruit. This is your master antioxidant, quite a bit different in nature. Can you talk to us a little bit about the dosing? Because from what I understand, you don't really want to do more than, say, 4 of these a day, simply because it's getting into your system as if it were an IV drip, and you wouldn't go for
Yeah.
2 rounds of intravenous glutathione in a day, would you?
No, yeah. Yeah, no, so I can tell you exactly what so you take 4 mists in the morning, and then you can take another 4 mists in your body. If there's something wrong, it'll tell you. But if you're fighting a lot of free radicals, if you go out and exercise in the afternoon, if you're under a lot of stress, if you're sick, then you can do 4 mists in the morning, 4 mists in the afternoon, or before you go to bed, or whenever. But I just noticed that so remember, it's the master antioxidant. It's the free radical fighter. It neutralizes. So if you're getting overwhelmed and your body is under stress and your excess or whatever, then you may need that additional boost, because that's really the formula. It's like a seesaw. You don't want too many free radicals running around and then a low glutathione level. Antioxidants, you want them to kind of balance out. And that way there, it takes care of itself. It's your cells get healthy. You get the cellular nutrition blend. The cells are healing themselves. I mean, you can tell by your skin. You can tell the outside is the inside in you. It
It's a
shows
reflection,
you.
right? It's a reflection of what's going on inside.
Yeah, the outside shows really what's going on the inside. So just pay close attention, and it's a beautiful health product. I read a lot of, the journal stuff and research they send me, and I mean, the beauty industry is taking off with glutathione. And the market, if you can just give people a little bit of knowledge, but all I can tell you is once you get the mister out, you tell them a little bit, and then you twist and mist and onto their soft tissue of your mouth or their mouth, or they do it. And the secret is the all-time trump card is when there's almost nothing to swallow, because it's going right into your system in as little as 15 to 30 seconds.
That's absolutely amazing, Dave. And it does. Every time I miss it, I'm like, where did it go? What's going on? It's got to go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But you look amazing, by the way, and we've been commenting about it for a while, because I think you've been on this product longer than anybody. What are some of the testimonies that you're hearing about? And folks, if you have some questions for David, put them in the comments, and I'll be glad to ask David for you. But what are some of the things that you've been hearing about the Glutamist, other than obviously how great we're all looking?
Just sleeping, energy, focus. Kevin has some, sleeping thing. Just people are like everywhere. Right? They're just tremendous. I'm gonna give you one. So I always wonder. There's a lot of tests you can do. If I take a B vitamin, maybe do I want to do a test and see if the B vitamin got in my system? If glutathione, if it was easy to test for glutathione, which is not, and it's really difficult to get it done right, but you want to go, but really, I don't want to test for glutathione. I want to test after I've been on a product like Glutamist for a while. I want to test based on my biological age. Isn't that what we're trying to do? Is not my actual age, but my biological age. And if that's really what I'm after, is I'm after peak mental and physical performance. I want to get my body up to and experience what my real potential is like, mentally and physically. So I went out and somebody solicited me on, because we're a distributor of products and we manufacture our own. They sent me this test kit. So before I got on Glutamist, I did the test, and your saliva, you send it back, and they tell you you're 68 years old, and your biological age, though it's when I had somebody on I was interviewing for Thursday night on the show, and the question I asked him was, I think it was you, Adam. How old are your insides? It's kind of like we know how old you are on your actual age, but how old are your insides? And so I took the test, and I'm 68, and it was 63 or something. And then I got on glutathione. The first bottles of it started to come. I got on it. I did the test a week, 4 weeks later. and it went down to like 55. So I don't know. There's no science. There's no science. I'm not telling you, this is write this in the record books, but I'm just saying to you is that's kind of what we want. We want to live healthier longer at our peak and experience peak mental and physical capabilities, because the gifts you have are amazing, and nobody said just use 70% of them.
Wow, that's fantastic, Dave. Well, certainly looking forward to growing younger with you together. At 54 on the inside, that's amazing. Um, folks, what do you really want your next chapter to look like? Right? We all get to have a next chapter. Some of you are, just going to keep reading the same old book, though, and others are going to actually make a difference and write a new chapter, both with their health, inside and out, and then also with their financial possibilities, right? And we are in a unique time in history with our company where we're in the middle of these incredible launches of unique proprietary products that are life altering for people. And all we have to do is share. Don't keep it a secret. And Dave, I know you're going to have other things in the pipeline that might look a little bit like this. Maybe something for glutathione for skin care. I don't know. I know you can't talk specifics, but give us a little, glimpse into the future as we wrap up.
I would say that it's kind of like everything is about, like I said, it's peak mental and physical capabilities to be able to perform at whatever level you decide. And slowing the aging process, living healthier longer, having the energy, the vitality, the spark, the enthusiasm to not only, have the best life ever, but also to inspire those around you.
Fantastic, Dave. Appreciate those words of wisdom. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time out to be part of our Tuesday Night Live. We do it every Tuesday night, everybody, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, coming up at 9 p.m. tonight, Eastern Time. 100K Cowboy Doug Glaze going through the opportunity with CTFO. Plug into that event, plug people into it. And Cowboy does an amazing, amazing job on that presentation. So with that, everybody, thank you all for joining us tonight. We appreciate you all, love you all, and everybody have a great evening. Bye-bye for now. Thanks, Dave.
Bye-bye now.